So the topic at hand is actually the single most divisive topic in Islamic theological history. As any student of Islamic theology is intimately aware, the one issue that is the most discussed issue in Islamic theology, and the one issue that divides the entire spectrum of Islamic sectarianism, is the issue of...
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please?
The attributes of God. And this goes back to the very first century of Islam.
The doctrinal differences between these two theological schools, let me dumb this down for you guys. This one, God, body parts. This one, no body parts. And this is part of the problem with even Sheikh Yasir Qadhi.
We're gonna have a problem here.
He is from this kind of group of thinking.
I am very confident at this stage of my life that the earliest developed Sunni creed is Atharism, or what we now call the simplistic Salafi creed. And that is to affirm the attributes and to believe in Qadar and to respect the Sahaba. That's very clear. It's the earliest developed creed.
They believe God has body parts. Okay, so it's just a dumb school. I'm going to be honest with you.
He didn't just say what I think he did he?
It's totally stupid.
In Surah Sad, Surah number 38, ayat number 75, Allah mentioned that we made Adam by our hands. If you read Surah Zumar, Surah number 39, ayat number 67, Allah said that the heavens will be folded up in my right hand. If you read Surah Qalam, Surah number 68, ayat number 42, the shin of Allah is mentioned. If you read Surah Rahman, Surah number 55, ayat number 27, and Surah Lail, Surah number 92, ayat number 17, 18, 19, and 20, the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned. If you read Sahih al-Bukhari, the fingers of Allah are mentioned. So all these are a direct indication that Allah has got a shape.
It's ridiculous to be anthropomorphic, to believe God has body parts. I think that's just dumb.
So Allah described in the Quran that He has a face. Allah described in the Quran that He has two hands when He addressed Iblis, Satan. And He told him, what prevented you from prostrating to what I have created with my two hands? So this is what Allah described Himself. Allah says in Surah Al-Qalam that on the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show His leg. وَيُكْشَفُ عَنْ سَاقٍ وَيُدْعَوْنَ إِلَى السُّجُودِ. And they are called to prostrate, and everyone prostrates except the hypocrites. All the believers would prostrate, and the hypocrites will try to prostrate, and their back goes one piece, and they will be thrown into hell. Allah tells us about Himself subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has an eye. The Prophet tells us that that Allah Azza wa Jal has fingers.
They don't even say He has body parts like a normal human. Astaghfirullah, toba, toba. They give Him deformed body parts. I'm not making this up. They believe in stupid things like...
The Quran says that Allah has one eye, and another ayah says He has multiple eyes.
Like He has two right hands, and He has only two fingers, I think, and...
And both of Allah's hands are right hands.
I think that's just dumb.
The hadith says very clearly that both His hands are right.
We believe that both of the hands of Allah are what? Huh? كِلْتَا يَدَيْهِ يَمِينٌ. Both of them are right. How? I don't know. Don't try.
He has like only one leg, and that too half a leg.
Surah Qalam, Surah number 68, ayat number 42, the shin of Allah is mentioned.
He only has the bottom part of the leg, and He has one foot.
The saq here refers to Allah's shin. So He has a leg.
On the day of judgment, Allah Azza wa Jal would uplift and show His leg.
Just distorted. It's like, what the hell are you creating? Stop it, you're torturing us. They have, honestly, that is not, that they've got some picture of some kind of a gremlin. This is not God. They haven't found God yet. And then the sickos say, don't imagine it. And you're like, it's a bit late for that, mate.
How? I don't know. Don't try.
It's a bit late for that, mate.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is beyond your imagination and above anything that you can visualize or imagine.
You're imagining this deformed thing, and they say it moves, and you're imagining it hopping, and and they go, oh, but don't imagine it. And you're thinking, well, it's a bit late, mate. I can't not imagine it.
Whatever Allah says, whatever the Prophet ﷺ says, we believe in it and we affirm it without thinking too deeply about this, about the actuality of this attribute.
They believe in dumb stuff, honestly. They, you know, in the 21st century, the Salafi Aqidah cannot stand. It would be ridiculed stupidly. You know, if they try to teach their beliefs openly now, like they do, but I think they're starting to shy away now.
In fact, I think it is high time that we take a fresh look at this controversy, despite the fact that from within the Islamic tradition, it goes back to the very beginnings of this religion by a century. Not the very beginnings, but 1 century after the beginnings, despite the fact that people think that this issue has been there, done that, and everything has been solved and everything has been discussed. In fact, I think, no, we are, it is high time that we actually take a different perspective and we examine this entire controversy with even more knowledge that we have that maybe our predecessors did not have. And we should bring in philosophical concepts and language concepts.
Because they're starting to realize that hearing themselves aloud, damn, is that my voice? That does sound stupid. Stupid.